Hello, we are finally here. Although, as wizards say, when we're not late. We arrived exactly when we meant to. Just that was late. But welcome to Isfjell, beginning as ever with technical competency. But hopefully this week we have sound, we have pictures, and it's a completely unbalanced party.
Yes, I check on the sound.
I'm Tis, and I will be the DM of whatever it is that's happening here. I've heard it's possibly D&D, but that's debatable now at this point, I think. And I'm joined tonight by 3 wonderful players who I will leave it up to them to introduce themselves in whichever order they see fit.
All right, I guess I'll go first. I am Mama Distracted, playing Aldis, the 17-year-old warlock. I think last time I was playing completely drunk, maybe, when we ended stream last time.
Ladies
Come
first.
on.
I'm messing with camera. Hello, my name is Moira. I am playing Uno, a human blood hunter who is aspiring to bring fame to her family and learning how to be a person, basically, with her newfound friends.
And I am Tam, and I play Adair Treeborn, a druid who is just a fount of life mistakes and trying to create more.
Now. Don't put yourself down. Pivy would be very disappointed to be called a life mistake. Now, for those of you who weren't here that last week, Adair got engaged to Pivy, who is a Goliath trader who was very patient with the fact that he disappeared off to the other side of the world for several months. But is now, as with the rest of the party, back where they began in Isfjell, having literally gone to the other end of the map and back again, having fought giants and walking brains and armies of elves.
We should change the title. It should be There and Back Again.
Change the title and go for it if it's within your power. There and back again. And now we move on to the next chapter of the story, which is where suddenly the stakes are higher, the armies are bigger, and there's volcanoes for unknown reasons. And the dragons should really have been in chapter 1. But yes, so the party have been catching up with business in Isfjell, and we're going to pick up with what they've been up to in a couple of weeks of almost downtime, chance to catch up with family back in Isfjell before they head off on their next adventure. But before we get on to that, let's roll the intro. Before there was light, there was darkness. Before there was order, there was chaos. An endless war between the gods and their enemies. A war the gods could not win. Till a champion arose, wielding a weapon of otherworldly power. The war was won, the enemy banished, but the weapon was shattered, its fragments scattered across the new-formed world. Now, thousands of years later, many seek the fragments of that long-lost weapon. Among them, our 5 brave heroes. The druid, troubled by dreams and his own temper. The blacksmith turned warrior in search of revenge. The raider, determined to protect her friends and her growing family. The traveller from a distant land, guardian of those down on their luck. Willing to sell her soul for a taste of adventure. Their hunt will take them to distant and dangerous lands, far beyond the borders of Isfjell. Okay, so It has been over a week now since Adair's engagement, since you all got very drunk in the Goliath camp. And what have you been up to during this time? How have you chosen to spend actual free downtime? The sky isn't raining fire. No one's getting any weird prophetic dreams. It's been almost uncannily peaceful for the last week and a half. What do you do for fun?
Assuming we've had a very long rest.
You have had a very long rest. In fact, when we get around to having time to fiddle with stats, it's up to you whether you want to do it now. You will be level 10. Now, you don't have to do it just now. We can do it over the break before next session, but
Okay.
it's up to you. I don't know how complicated your levels are, but I'll word later. But yes, this counts as a very long rest. You are... Yeah.
Okay.
Any business you'd like to attend to?
Aldis wanted to go visit her family because she's a little bit homesick again, finally, considering everything that's happened. And everybody's welcome to go with. But if there are people who want to stay in Ulfborg, Aldis will use the teleportation option in the wand.
Oh, very fancy. So yes, is anyone going up with Aldis to visit her family for a bit?
I think we should. I don't think that we should use the teleport just randomly for little things. We should save it in case of an emergency.
But it takes 7 days to charge.
Right, so if you use it, then it's another 7 days, and if in between there we are attacked by some great creature, we can't escape.
Agreed.
Oh, all right. So everybody's going with then, unless we're leaving people behind.
Is Pivy coming too? Is this honeymoon? Honeymoon with the family.
No. Long engagement. Long engagement.
Oh, okay.
Amalia and Calder.
I'm not invited on this trip then, Adair? Never take me anywhere exciting.
No, it could be dangerous, and I think that you should stay here and stay out of danger as you usually do.
You know what I've been up to whilst you were away? There was a necromancer. There were exploding fire skulls. It was a whole thing.
Well, we were never exclusive, and it was okay if you saw other people. I mean, I'm not going to judge your taste in who you saw, but
Your jokes need work.
What? Wait, what's this about a necromancer?
Oh, there was someone got kidnapped. I offered to help out, get them back, and some necromancer was trying to either open a portal or summon something. That aspect was a little unclear. There were sacrifices involved. We mostly just told the people there to stop, and for the most part, the underlings kind of did stop. So we moved, and then we ended up sending them somewhere called Solensby. Scarred wasn't too happy about that, but
is the necromancer dead?
Oh, the necromancer's dead. The other wizard guy,
solid.
I don't think he's dead. He was a bit of a mess, to be honest. I think we went off somewhere. I've tried to stay away from all that mess, to be honest, and well, the exploding fire skulls were.
If you necromancy again, here's my card. And she's going to hand Pipey a card. Basically, it's just like paper. It's like papyrus, basically, and it's got like a diamond on it. That's all it has. It's just like a black diamond, and she just hands it over.
But see, even they think you should stay home, be safe, and leave the adventuring to others.
I'm going to go over here. Aldis is going to go get the boat ready for travel.
Yeah, she's
This is hardly adventuring. I thought you were visiting her family.
Have you met any of her family? Trust me.
I've
It's an
met her
adventure.
brother.
See,
I think
so you
he's
know.
the
Well, if you want to come visit my family, you are welcome
No,
to come.
I'm actually fine. I've got actually work to do here. I'm just.
Well, I was joking. You're always
Adair-
welcome, and I would
Adair,
love to
this
talk to
time-
you for hours on end if you would
Yes,
like
yes,
to come
yes.
with us.
Look, come back and we can talk before you head off on whatever harebrained adventure you're going on next. All right?
Okay.
It's
It's more badger
Or
brained.
don't.
But it's badger
I suppose you'll
brained,
come
not
back at one
harebrained,
point.
but I get it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you never turned into a hare?
No.
Interesting. Look, yeah, I promised if I go, then I've got to pass over my share of the trading to Uriell, and he will mess it up. But once you've done visiting Aldis's family, yeah, come back. Let's actually spend some time together for a change. And
Agreed.
right. And Aldis, so you just walked away from this this slightly awkward conversation.
I could go to the chief during this and kind of elbow him. Well, do you have any more of that alcohol? The drink that we had, with the pine stuff in it.
Yeah, all right. Give me a couple of silver, and yeah, we're traders. We'll sell you some.
Oh, I'm bad with money. Hold on. I have.
Do they not use gold and silver where you're from?
I have 1 platinum.
That is way too much. Here, let me break that down into some gold and silver for you.
Awesome.
Right,
how much is the alcohol?
You know what? You're a friend of Adair's, and a friend of Adair's is a friend of the family now. So here, have 8 gold pieces.
Okay.
And 20 silver pieces. This should help you not throw platinums around. Will that help?
Yes, that does. Thank you so much. I got 15. Yes, you gave me more. I've got 15 platinum actually. Do you have anything else cool?
The chief just rubs his head and goes,
oh, 15 plus the 1. I have 16 platinum.
For anyone else, I would say don't go shouting about how many platinum you have. That's not a wise course of action in life, but you are a capable-looking woman, so to be honest, I would say shout about your platinum and woe betide anyone who tries to take it from you.
I'm not really a money person. I'm usually just, you know how it is. I mean, I show up to villages and I do some good deeds, and then they just give me free lodging, and that's kind of just what I do. So the whole money thing is kind of new and very stressful. So figuring it out. But thank you.
You need an accountant.
Where can I get one of the others? How much do those cost?
More than you want. But they're expensive.
Aldis are one of your...
They don't travel well.
Aldis, are one of your family members an accountant?
No, most of them are rangers or hunters of some sort. But Torvald thinks he is.
No, I know he thinks he is. All right. Well, so I've got 16, and then how much do I need to give you for just some of that extra drink that you have? It was very good. I think I just want to
just give me a silver, and here you can have a whole casket. Just don't drink it all at once.
Thank you. That sounds awesome. No, I won't. I'll save it for whenever we might be killed by a dragon. That'll be good. Thank you.
I would advise you drinking it after you've killed the dragon.
Yeah,
Not before,
no, you're
otherwise
right.
there might be 2 dragons.
You could do like a little bit before, a little bit after. Nice little dragon alcohol sandwich. Anyways, thank you so much. Very exciting. I appreciate it.
Beginning to question Adair's taste in friends. Aldis, before jetting off to visit the rest of your family, did you say you wanted to say hello to Calder? Or
Yeah. Hi, Calder. We're going home for a bit. Do you want to go with?
No. Mum's mad at me at the moment. She doesn't like the fact that I've moved way down here. She wants me to go back home. But just tell her I love her, and I'll come visit in a month or so when things are less busy down here.
Okay.
It's like major boat repair season because everyone wants the boats fixed up before they go out.
Yeah, we had to have ours repaired.
But I'll give you a hug and sort of like quizzes you a bit about where you've been before you.
If he quizzes her about where she's going to be there for a couple of hours. She's going to go into some detail about what happened.
And out of the corner of your ear, you can hear almost a similar conversation going on between Krithara and Amalia, peppered with sort of exasperated sounds from Amalia, and they're kind of, you did what? And why Krithara? And then you hear as their conversation starts to turn more towards mention than Vala, and then it sort of grows more hushed as they sort of draw away into a private conversation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah,
but
Aldis is very animated when she going into her story about what her part in everything has been so far, and then she's looking around for any mirrors, if there are any.
Oh, we want to talk to
no. She's trying not to.
Okay, she's just deliberately avoiding mirrors at the moment.
Avoiding them, yes.
Well, luckily, there's not really many big hanging mirrors. Aren't really that much of a thing unless you're Helo Sloan and you collected all the mirrors. In fact, some people deliberately avoid putting mirrors up because there's some old superstition that
they're usually face down
you
on a table or something.
They say the Fae might be watching you.
Mm-hmm.
But silly superstition, of course. But yes, with some catching up done, you take a flight across Isfjell from the south up to the north, past Trelvo, up to Isfjell, this little hunting fishing settlement which has been Aldis's family home. And Uno, you see as you're circling down to land, you see this long house, this thatch roof, wooden walls, and a big dragon skull mounted above the door. This decoration.
This could have been us! We could have had this on our ship! This could have been us! It looks so cool! This is so cool.
It won't get damaged if it's there. Look at the repair we've had to do to our boat.
Well, maybe if we had a really cool big dragon skull on our boat, we wouldn't have to repair it as much. I don't know.
Well, we could have had one, but you guys wanted to turn and go to the town instead.
Well, we're gonna be fighting like hordes of dragons in the Fire Islands, right?
Yeah. Having a skull on the front of the boat while we're flying through the air in the Fire Islands is probably a bad idea.
No, it's like whenever you have you guys ever killed a fly and then left it there as a sign to all the other flies?
It doesn't work.
No.
And that's kind based on what we saw from the last two dragons we saw, if we go flying in looking like a dragon, it might be seen as an invitation.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you turn into a dragon, Adair?
I've never tried.
Those are unrelated thoughts, by the way. I don't want to confuse that, but
I've never tried. I might have to attempt that one day, but I don't know. With my new way of looking at things, I'm just not sure that's going to be in the cards.
Sure. How do you feel being engaged?
It's been a long time coming. I'm just hoping we can resolve these issues and make it worthwhile. Because if not, there won't be a world to come back and be married in.
Very true. Very cool. I'm excited for you.
Thanks. Me too. Kind of.
I mean, I don't really know what it's like to like do that kind of thing. I've been just, lone wolf type kind of. Yeah. So I understand your reservations.
Well, I've walked the earth for a long time, and it just seemed like with everything that has happened, it's the right thing to do.
I think it was. And then you can have this giant family like Aldis has. Can we meet them?
Yes, as soon as we land.
As the boat lands, like this horde of aunts, uncles, cousins, and family members comes
And not to mention the helping hands from around.
Yes. There's like family members, like servants, all sorts of like assistants running out to greet returning Aldis. In the midst of them, Aldis's father and like mother sort of pushing through, and she goes, "Aldis," and like brings you in to a hug. Your father's okay, like grabs you from around and gives you a hug as well, and sort of like, "You're back.
I missed you guys." But look, I'm not hurt.
You're growing taller, or
I don't know. Have I gotten
I'm getting
taller?
shorter.
No, I don't think I'm getting shorter. Not yet.
Well, you look well. You look well. No, I said I was getting shorter with my age. It was, I missed you, dear. Look, you look well. Or how's things going?
It's well. We're successful for the most part. And she's going to pull out the map of the world, and she's going to point out, we've been here. We made it all the way over here, and now we're back.
Went to the land of the giants? You came back?
Yes.
That's my girl.
So you remember Adair, and you remember Chrisara and Torvald, and this is Uno.
Hello, Uno.
Uno, this is my father, Odger, and my mother, Estrid. And then those two are my brothers. That's my sister. Those two are my cousins. That's my other cousin. This is my uncle and my aunt. And there, over there is my grandfather and my grandmother.
I didn't know like half of the things that you just said. I don't even really know what an uncle is, but that's hi.
Oh, an uncle is the sibling to one of your parents.
Whoa. And you all just live here together?
Mm-hmm. Well, until they go off to either start their own
until they run off to Ulfborg, because they're suddenly too good for Azelfjord.
Wow. That's really nice for you guys to all just.
You didn't manage to bring Kelda back on your way back?
Well, Amalia's actually learning a whole bunch of things, so they're staying there for longer. He said he will come visit once things have settled down, because he's doing a whole bunch of boat repairs.
That girl's trouble. Both of
them.
Well,
yes,
her and her sister both. They are.
Sister. I will tell you, her sister is more trouble than Amalia. I promise you that.
Fire cursed both of them. I mean, their father was trouble, sailed out.
I am going
East
to
and then-
scan the whole family to see if anybody is wearing green.
Well, I think actually at this point, Chrysara and Torvald have probably remained behind in Ulfug for the safety of your family and no, and
Okay.
and also for the expediency of them being absent currently. So,
Okay. Oh, Mother,
yes,
Adair got engaged.
congratulations.
We should have a
And
party
she
for
sort
him
of-
tonight.
Yes, and I know just what we can have to eat. She sort of hustles you off to discuss the plan for Adair's surprise second engagement party.
Here, have this, and she'll hold out the giant ask of everything. Use this. It's really good. Tastes like the forest. I don't even know how they did that.
So yes, that evening, stories are told around the fire, a feast is had, and more what is essentially Goliath vodka does the rounds.
Aldis does not take any of the vodka tonight.
And like several rounds in, you've got like a couple of drunk uncles competing for like outrageous hunting stories of like, yeah, well, I went through the woods and I was blindfolded and it was raining and then there was a boar that was this big, and then there's another uncle sort of chiming in with, yeah, well, I slew a manticore once down in the Brandon Fjord, like with one arm tied behind my back as well. And yeah, the night.
So it's a madhouse.
Yeah, it's a madhouse. It's Aldis's family plus Uno's new mission.
Yeah,
seems to be
Uno
getting
would
everyone
join.
drunk.
Uno would join the uncles and be like, "I hunted a bear once. You ever hunt a bear?
I've hunted a bear. How about a snow bear from up on the bitter ice?
No, too cold for me.
Not too far.
I killed him. I killed the hog, and then we ran into this one lady. That was interesting. And then there was a whole thing with like the cook on the ship, and he was bad, and oh, that was fun.
He's sort of nodding along, is like going, and you two go, is this a story? Is this going anywhere?
No. You can tell Uno is just so ecstatic. Eventually, she'll pull Adair over towards the end of the night.
Something the matter?
The people have families like this. This is crazy.
Well,
I feel a little out of my depth here, and I don't know. I think I needed a moment to just be with someone who doesn't really have family like this.
oh, thank you for bringing that up.
No, I mean I'm only bringing it up because I mean I'm the same way, but
No, I grew up in the woods. I understand. It's not like I have a mother and father either, so you can understand it can be overwhelming, and you feel underwhelming to them, and you feel a little out of place. I mean, especially when there's like 500 of them milling around.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's better than being in a city, though.
Yeah.
At least these people know each other and they get along, kind of.
Do you have any more information on your whole family thing?
For me, what I thought I knew, I found out was wrong. So, no, I don't. Oh, I'm going to have to stop and tell Mother about the engagement as well. You won't forgive me if I don't. I can tell you that for sure.
Are you gonna change your name?
Why would I change my name?
Are you still? I mean, are you still tree-born?
That's a good point. Well, nobody ever uses it anyway. They always call me Adair or Badger Boy. It's tough growing up. Changing into a badger, let me tell you.
No, I'm sure.
And that one guy who was talking about the bear that he hunted and shot and it got away, I'm pretty sure that was me. Still got the scar.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was joining in on that. Hunting is nice to clear the head. I guess you wouldn't necessarily agree.
Oh, I have no problem with hunting as long as the meat and everything is used properly and there's no
Of
waste.
course.
And it's the way things are. I mean, the animals hunt. Just return back to the earth at the end when we die and we all fade away to nothingness.
Well said. I just I don't know. Tonight's just kind of stressing me out, I guess. Aldis is only like 17 and she has all these people that care about her. I mean, I don't really mind joining this kind of gallivanting quest because I don't know. I don't really have a ton of family. And one of the siblings I cared about passed away.
Well,
and I had a chance to do something and I didn't.
I don't mean to pry, but you've mentioned before about this, and well, you've mentioned 4, and we've met 4, and so you have at least 4 in your family, but you don't seem to know each other. Is it prying too much to ask about your family? And I mean, it's obviously different than this, but
no, it's so there's 7 of us, and it's I don't know. We have a dad who he's just kind of a collector. He collects things. He has fascinations. He wants to be famous. He's a man of diamonds. He has a whole collection of them, and I don't know. He just decided to get caught up in magic and fame, and as you know, with our travels, we live on a big continent, and it's hard to get your name out there unless you have people on foot. And so he's kind of just created this family of, I don't know, talented orphans, essentially. It just I came from a small village. I don't even know what village it was. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it was. But what I was told is when I was little, there was a fire that overtook the village, and it was in relation to, I think, trying to combat the undead. Something was going on. They were trying to scare them away with fire. Whole village caught, and pretty much everyone died. But I was there, and I survived. And someone found me, and didn't know what to do with me, and he got involved because he thought it was an interesting story. I mean, word spread, I guess, in that area, and he took me in, and then it just went from there. Random orphan children that survived the impossible taken in, and then put on the ground as the Diamond family to go out and do what they specialized in. So my origin story, I suppose, comes from being orphaned in this town with undead, and I was trained to fight the undead. I mean, I was trained in such a way that even physically I've changed. I mean, to really be able to combat the undead in a way that my father wanted. I mean, there were experiments, and that's why I'm able to do like the whole sword thing. I mean, I have to hurt myself to do that. It's part of my body now. It's kind of like fighting fire with fire, I guess. So I specialize in fire magic, and I fight the undead because that's what I survived. And so there's 7 of us, and they're all doing different things. And you met 4, and 4 was always the one who rebelled the most against what was happening. I'm sure you could tell based on his behavior and attitude. But
well, I know he stole our ship.
Yes,
well, one of our ships.
Yes, So
Outside of that, he seemed okay.
No, he's great, and I've always, I was the first one that was taken in, and the other 6 are all younger than me, so I was kind of the role model, and I don't think I did a good job. And he decided to make a choice about his life because he hadn't really been able to make any other choices about his life since we were all just adopted into this thing that we're not even, So I don't know. It's nice seeing a family be a family and experiencing that, but it scares me because I don't want Aldis to leave this behind. I don't want her to get hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
And have these people that care about her. I mean, I'm just bringing fame to my name, and I mean, you have.
Are you bringing fame to your name, or are you bringing fame to your father? Because it sounds like you're actually out here trying to bring fame to him more than
to him. I mean, that's all I've ever done and all I've ever known. But I don't know. I mean, when you met me, I was very cold, and I just didn't talk much. And I'm trying to fight that and be more outgoing and talkative with you guys and caring for other people. And I feel like an idiot half the time because I'm learning money and I'm learning social skills, and I just, that's not really anything that was ever taught to me. And I don't know. I just want to make sure that I do something that Thor would be proud of at this point. But I don't really know how to do that because all I've ever done is make someone else proud that never even really cared about me.
Well, I would like to let you know that you've made my life seem so much better in comparison, and I'm sorry for your sadness, but you make my life look like a breeze. And I guess it's good to know that there's some people out there who've had a worse time of it. And I truly, and he'll actually put his arm around her, and I truly hope that if you ever need to talk about things again, that you'll come and speak with me. And we're glad to have you here. You need to know that. You are not becoming a part of this. You're in this, well, I know they've called it a family, so you're in this family. So don't ever feel alone. You're not outcast. You're not alone. You're part of us.
Thank you. Thanks.
Of course.
Let's go get drunk again. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to drink that up. All right. She'll go do like 3 shots in a row. Just bang them back.
So yeah, the drinking continues on late into the night, and then eventually at some point people drift off to sleep in their various rooms. Some people just sharing a hall, but most people who are here are family and have their own place to stay. Including, of course, Aldis, whose family room has not yet been claimed by any cousins, but there's a risk if she goes away for much longer that someone might wheedle a relative or someone into the spare room. It's not going to remain free very long. But as night falls, as pretty much everyone else in the house is sleeping off drink or children. That's the line here. Aldis, you drift off to sleep. A peaceful, deep sleep. And as the rest of the house slumbers attentively, the sound of feet padding across the ground and the little of a door as Aldis steps out into the night. And Aldis, from your point of view, you're walking that path up in the forest towards the Queen in the Mirror's throne. Beside around you can see the strange twisted trees and these crystals that line the path, these jagged crystals with figures visible trapped within them. And keeping a pace with you, walk at the path. You can see the padding forms of the queen's servants, the feline creatures that will fill her court, and flicker and flutter of little other fey creatures off in the distance, reflected by these crystals. And up ahead of you, you see the queen herself seated on her throne. See this vague impression of beautiful red hair, of this glowing necklace around her neck, these shards of crystal seem almost impossibly bright, and this face that's hard to focus on, hard to remember. And as your feet find yourself drawing nearer and nearer, she smiles down at you and goes, "Aldis, my child.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Curtsy.
It feels a long time since we talked, but I think time went strange for you a bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as if you'd stumbled into this realm, but not so.
For a little while we were in the realm of the dead.
After that, you mess with time. It's a dangerous game to play.
Oh, yeah, that was something that we had to fix. I don't know what happened to cause it. We just fell into that.
Mind the loud sound of trees falling in the background. But yes, now, as I said, it's been a while since we talked properly, and I feel I've been a little harsh on you the last few times we've spoken, haven't I? Perhaps a little more impatient than I should have been. And I've had this little time to think whilst I couldn't contact you, whilst I couldn't find you, and maybe we should clear the slate a little. And the pressure to become divine is perhaps less urgent than I thought it might be. I will get my shrines eventually, and I will be a goddess one day, and they will remember me. And they will worship me. And I will be the Lady of Witches, Queen of all things beautiful, surpassing all the gods they have currently. But there are other matters that need attending to first, before we can fix our eyes on the divine. Other dangers that pose a threat to my world as much as they do yours. The future is never clear, even to my kind, you see. But something is coming. From something that has been gone a long time is coming, is returning. Across the great expanse of the stars. And it seems that you and yours are best placed to face this. Do you understand of what I speak?
I understand that there is something. There is something terrible in Tilifen now. The red dragons from the Fire Islands are moving into other areas. I don't think we fully understand everything that's happening, but
Chaos. That's
chaos.
what's happening. The agents of the outside are at work in the world, and where they tread, chaos springs. Dragons stir, old fights are renewed. You Just head to where you need to be to stop them. I can't see the path clear to you of where you need to be, but you will know. You will know when you are there that you are in the place that you need to be. All I can offer is 2 pieces of help. One, a small trick that I learned a while ago. You see, many of your enemies will attempt to beguile you, to charm your senses.
Mhm.
I can teach you to turn that back against them.
Ooh.
So that the charm may become charmy, and you may protect yourself from those which seek to overcome you. This will hopefully stand you in good stead. The other help is not yet, but take this. And she holds you out with another small shard of the crystal, similar to the one that she gave you before. It's a dark shard. When your hour of need is greatest, call on me. You'll know. But know that that gift I do not give freely. I cannot give freely. And only when your need is greatest, call me, and I will do what I can to wish things right again. But there shall be a price, and a price that you alone must pay to serve me here until someone else stands forth to be my servant in the world, till someone else takes the place, just as you took the place of the one who came before you, and she took the place of the one that came before her. They serve until either their time is up and their replacement is found, or she sort of glances over her shoulder to some of the crystal forms, or unless they defy me, as others in the past have done. But only if you act against me does that fate await you. Or if you seek to run off with some druid. But I trust you're not planning to do.
I don't plan on running off with a druid.
Good. I do not approve of my servants running off and creating little weird human families. It's totally unnecessary.
So they can't be human families.
Aldis is like, I see a loophole here. Now, I won't keep you much longer. It's just been nice to see you again. And I'm afraid I have little time at the moment for meddling in your matters, but I will try and keep a more attentive eye now that the matter with the King of Winter is at least somewhat resolved. But which I feel I have you to thank for that matter as well. So I owe you a little there. But I trust the gifts I give will be favour indeed. Now, I shall return you to the waking world unless there's anything else you wish from me.
No, thank you. I appreciate everything that you've done.
Good. And the court dissolves around her, and you find yourself standing on the shores of the sea, like cold seawater lapping around your ankles, and staring at this mirror surface of the moon on the water.
I look in my hand. Do I have the crystal?
Little shard of crystal.
Okay.
And so, Adair and Uno, I think I'm going to require constitution rolls from both. Constitution Saving throws from both of you, please. If you're or is Adair fine?
I wasn't drinking.
Okay, just do now. Just do now.
I know better.
My level 10 gives me a bonus to that. Let us see. Oh, not one. Wow. I was literally so excited. I was like, I just got a bonus to that. That's so exciting.
You awake. The sound of a goat drumming its hooves on the inside of your skull.
Nice. Literally or metaphorically?
Metaphorically.
Oh, I don't know.
There is a goat.
It's Aldis' family. I assumed
outside.
it was possible. Fantastic. I want to go back to sleep until someone makes me move.
Well, I don't believe. Yep, sorry. There.
If she's unconscious, I will do whatever I can to make a better sleeping place for her, so that nobody bugs her or trips over her almost corpse.
It's like a little sign, like trip hazard.
Aldis's mother probably will mention that Aldis's room is at the moment empty, if you want to move her in there. And then Aldis walks in her pajamas, wet at the bottom.
This is a very sensitive question for me to ask, but how much does Uno weigh?
Uno weighs about 180 or so.
Okay, I
Just
might be
the
able to get away
Adair
with
lift her.
Yeah, I've got a strength of 10, so I'm like,
Rich person.
She's a big beefy woman. So.
It's perhaps less of a lift and more kind of a.
I'll just grab her by her hair and drag her into the room. No. Joking.
But one of the family members would help with that. Yeah. If it's needed.
After watching for like 5 minutes of like, this is quite amusing. Someone will.
The funniest part is I've got a bunch of skulls and stuff on my outfit, so you have to, while you're carrying me, there's like all these like sharp, weird bumps and stuff that you have to try to avoid. Very good.
Like trying to work around getting stabbed by like very extra armor. But yeah, you are still in no particular hurry. Well, up to you. If you're in any particular hurry to go anywhere, but you have time to sleep off a hangover, to sort of spend the next couple of days around Isfjell. Are you attempting to get the group together and have a at any point during that, or
if there's any stuff going on around, they need manual labor, I will assist in whatever it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Everybody helps.
Right. Yeah, Uno's just excited to be around a big group of people that love each other, so she's doing whatever she can to help out.
Yeah, so you linger on for a few days, like making the most of it's good, just good honest labor. It's surrounded by Aldis's family, and it is a pleasant break from everything that's been going on in your lives over the last hectic weeks, months, however long it's been. And then the time comes to say farewell from Azelford. You promised the Kasara and Torvald that you'd head back to Ulfborg and meet them when they'd finished attending to their business. And on your last night there, you're treated to yet another
party.
Yet another party. That's the word I was going for. I was like, what's the word with that thing? I've heard there's a fabled thing where multiple people get together in one place to celebrate. I just don't recall. I don't recall what those are anymore. But yes, they assemble you for a family party. And there's more feasting, there's more drinking, there's more stories and dancing. And the next morning, you prepare to, mid-morning, midday, perhaps Uno's hangover dependent. Prepare to set sail.
Yeah, she'll every night she'll drink a little bit less. She'll be like, these hangovers are getting annoying. Only 10 shots today.
And as you're preparing to head away, Estrid, Aldis's mother, sort of beckons Adair and Uno to one side.
Yes, ma'am.
We Estrid, we've known each other well enough now.
You were muted for a moment there, but
What? Me? My voice? I've got my
Yes,
voice. I'm
yes.
fine.
couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. It must be my old age. I couldn't quite make it out.
You're not old. Are you? Yeah.
A bit.
She kind of sizes you up. I've heard tales of the druids. They say they live for centuries.
Some of them.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for both of you for keeping an eye on my daughter so far. I know she's a capable girl, but she's still young, and the world's a big place. And it's good to know she's got friends like you looking out for her.
Of course. Yeah, I mean,
And,
I'll protect her against all odds. I assure you.
And just know that you're always welcome here. No matter what. Like if you know, whenever you need a break from your adventures, whenever the fight is done, although what I gather from the old sagas, the fight is never done. You've always got somewhere you can come here. Our family is large enough already that what is 1 or 2 or 3 or half a dozen more at this point. It's you and those the boisterous dwarf and even Krasara is welcome here should she need it. That woman is an agent of chaos, that's for sure. But
Thanks.
Aaron Torvald too.
Thank you.
Yes, both of you always welcome here.
Well, I appreciate
Now,
that.
Get going before Berger tries to give you his new honey mead. It's
honey mead. Wait.
No, just say no to it. It's that stuff does not qualify as mead anymore.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your hospitality. It's we've been through a lot recently, so it's nice to just kind of have some time with family for a little bit. I think we needed it.
And then she'll hurry over to Aldis. She'll look her down and go, I got you a new dress.
Oh,
and a new cloak.
Thank you.
That one. I mean, you've kept it well mended and clean, but
yeah, it is getting a little bit threadbare.
Oh, take care out there. She her kisses you on the forehead and I do worry about you, you know.
Well, the world is a big place and things are scary, but everybody's got to do their part, right?
Yes, and neither the cloak nor the dress are green. I'll leave it up to you what colour they are. All across the land, in fact, at this moment, all the clothes shops are busy dipping their green things into black, putting signs up in their shop window.
The dress is red. The dress is red. The cloak's probably brown.
Good. Hide the bloodstains.
Yeah.
Your mother is nothing but but it's not practical.
She knows the stories.
Yes, but yeah, another toast to a hero in the making, because there's going to be songs sung about you for generations. You helped slay dragons, fight giants. This is fodder for years worth of stories.
Yay!
Yeah, they'll wave you off as the Cloudmaiden heads back to Ulthorg to collect their strangely quiet companions.
Wait, weren't we going to go see Mother first?
That's up to
Well,
you guys. That's up to you.
Uh,
Guys.
If you would like to
Adair
take a
mentioned
detour
he needed to see Mother.
back over to the forest, you can do so, and we will cover that and everything else after the break.
Cunt waffle.
Cunt waffle.
Oh.
No?
It happened! It happened!
I was watching the wrong timer, okay?
That was me. I'm not here. I'm not involved.
You get away with it every week.
That's because I do it before he finishes counting.
There's a lag, okay? Okay.
You now hold the record because you said it twice. Just as we went by.
Oh, God damn it. I genuinely, you get away with that every single one
That's
time.
because I time it with his counting.
Moving swiftly on. So back to the game. Back to the game.
Oh.
So,
Goodness gracious.
having spent some lovely, wholesome time with Aldis's family, the Cloudmaiden has set sail west towards the vast Heksog forest, heading over towards Oak Ridge Crossing and Adair's mother. It's going to take you a few days' flight, but that's fine. You've got time on your side, and
It's not like the world's ending or anything, right? We're good.
No, you've got time. You've got time to sort of center yourselves and focus before you head on any further. Question as you head out over the forests, though. 1, who is flying the boat? And 2, who would like to be keeping watch?
I think I'll fly the boat for a change, unless somebody else wants to.
Okay.
Uno has vowed to never sit in that chair ever in her life, so not a problem.
All right. Who's gonna keep watch then? Adair, you're flying. You know the way. I can try to keep watch.
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Right.
Whatever.
Maybe perception check, please.
For both of us? Or just Aldis?
Yeah, from both of you, if you're both keeping a watch out. This is not an exclusive
11.
activity.
Well, in that case, I'm going to do this twice. And the stars on the back of his hand are going to light up, and you are suddenly going to feel like you've just... something better, and Aldis, you get a 4, and Uno, you get a 3 to add to your rolls.
That brings
You
my
feel like
total
the
up to
stars are looking
24.
in your favor.
And that's a 15 for me.
Nice. Yep,
Oh, well.
24.
Perhaps it is the stars in your favour because something sort of prompts you to look up. Towards the sun and the sky up above and the forest down below. And you see, blue skies and just a bird of prey wheeling up against the sun off in the distance and getting a little bigger as it starts to get closer. And then a little bigger. And there's a sinking feeling as you realise that that bird might have been a lot further off than you thought it was to begin with. As it draws closer, you realise you're not looking at a small bird of prey in the medium distance. You're looking at an absolutely enormous bird a lot further away. And you can see up high above your boat and liable to get closer fairly soon, this vast winged bird. And I know it's been a while. I know you might have forgotten how any of this works, but I would like you, please, to roll initiative.
Woof.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Uno sighs and takes out her crossbow.
I roll a D100 for that, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. And you know what happens to players who are just when the DM gets so fed up. You know what the DM does? You know what they say?
No, what?
Rocks fall,
EW?
everyone dies.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
Oh, a 2 from Aldis.
I don't want to fight a big
Una.
bird.
Well,
their skulls aren't as cool. What's the point?
But their talons.
How about
talons are
I'm all
this
about skulls, baby.
as a
Bones.
feathery flying dinosaur.
That's fair.
Rebranding?
She'll put up with it.
Okay, let's see how fast this thing is. Luckily, it's not got to surprise round.
You got a 2. How did you get
I rolled a 1 and my initiative is +1.
Oh no. Oh
well,
no.
Can I re-roll?
Unluckily for you.
This combat's gonna be rough.
Well, I only rolled a 3 here, so...
Okay, good, never mind.
Ooh. All right.
Come on, let's do better than this. This one's going back in the box, and this one's coming out. But yes, Adair, you're up first. So you get as the others like look up, you hear perhaps a sort of sound of surprise or kind of disappointment from Uno, and then Adair, you hear this screech from up above as this bird starts to wheel down towards you, and it's currently a fair few feet up in the air, but what would you like to do?
Is it within, say, 120 feet of us?
Definitely, even on this scale, yes. Definitely within 120. I'll say it's about 100 feet higher than you at the moment.
And since I'm flying, can I cast regular spells that do not require concentration?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do Guiding Bolt.
Okay, so looking up for the chair. No, but guide this thing out of the sky as it comes down with this almighty screech. Do I roll or do you roll for Guiding Bolt?
I roll. It's a spell attack. I'm glad it's a good day because I'm gonna.
You need it?
Bless myself on that. And I'm just not doing so good. I should have saved some of those. That is a 14.
14, and unfortunately not enough. Perhaps it's, multitasking of steering the boat and playing it, but there. The spell goes wide as this thing continues to head downwards towards the boat. Anything else, Adair?
I'm going to try to maneuver the boat where we have the best defensive position against it. I don't want to be directly under it if I can avoid that.
All right, yeah. So you sort of steer it out of the way. Uno, this thing's coming down towards you. Got that brief 6 seconds before it's gonna be upon you. What would you like to do?
I'll crossbow at it if it's so it's 100 feet above us?
Yes.
Ooh, let's. Okay. I will have to take a shot at disadvantage then. That's how the extended range works. It's disadvantage on range weapons.
Yes. Yes, I believe so.
Great. So I can shoot at it, but we'll see.
And if not, someone will correct me in a moment with them.
All right. So that would be a 10 to hit.
Unfortunately, no. The crossbow bolt also goes wide as this thing continues its dive down towards the boat.
I will try again. Still at disadvantage.
Yeah, still at disadvantage.
That's a nat 1. Never mind.
I'm just firing.
I'm just blindly firing crossbow bolts into the sky.
You've definitely got its attention as it plummets down till it's on a level with the boat. This wide
melee range, please. Melee range. Please and thank you, bird.
Straight for you, Uno.
Perfect.
And it's gonna try and grab you.
Nice.
this attack with its talons. Jesus. That is a 22 to hit.
A what?
22 to hit.
Yeah.
So
please fly me off into the air. Oh my god. Okay.
So first of all, you are going to take 19 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
And you are grappled.
Cool.
As the rock continues its flight. It's only got a little bit more movement left. Its flight past the boat. Still holding Uno.
Nice. Melee range acquired.
And Aldis, it's your turn.
Uno is currently trying to, like, in the talons, like, grab her sword.
Hopefully she has a dagger available.
Bye, y'all.
Aldis is going to go for Eldritch Blast, aiming for the wings.
All right, let's see.
Okay, hold on. That's plus 8. That's 18 and 6. So that's 14. So the 18 hits.
The 18 hits, the 14 does not.
10. That's 5 force damage.
Okay. It clips the edge of this thing's wing. It lets out an unimpressed squawk. But it's currently quite satisfied with its current snack. Although it might need a... I don't know, are you in metal armor, Uno? Or is yours more leathers? Is it going to need a tin opener?
It's mostly leather. Yeah, it's leather with bone adornments. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, Adair.
Gonna go for the guiding bolt again.
All right, let's see if this was any more guided.
Okay, that was a little bit better. That is a dirty 21. Well, it has to be dirty, but 21.
You're not allowed to roll percentiles to hit. And over this.
No. It was a 20. It was a 20. Oh.
But yes, that will hit.
That will be 19 radiant damage.
Yeah, that's better.
And the next attack roll is going to have advantage because this thing is lit up like a bit of a Christmas tree.
Okay, is that everything there, or would you like to?
I'm going to try and keep the boat. She said melee range. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to try and keep the boat right up with the bird and not let it take off with our Uno either.
All right, so you're keeping the pace of the bird as Uno. The bird has you in its claws and it is now glowing. What would you like to do, Uno?
Okay. Am I bleeding?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Cool.
You're stabbed by this thing's talons.
Great. So, okay, so when I'm grappled, can I still use a two-handed weapon?
Yes, I mean, it's technically yes.
Cool. Okay.
It's got you like by the midsection.
Great.
It'll snatch you up.
I'm just like leaning limp. Yeah. Okay. Great. So I'll go ahead and kind of grab my sword, and as I grab it, I'll kind of drag it across where the talons are already slashed, and activate some Crimson Knight damage, which means I will take a d6 of damage. No way, Maze. Nice. Only a 1. And then, yes, it'll be... So my Crimson Knight has been activated and is now on fire, my sword is. So I will go ahead and... Yeah, I can't really do... Oh, I should have done a curse. Nah, it's fine. I'll go ahead and try to slash at it.
All right, give it a
best
go.
as I can now that I have a flaming sword. It's kind of epic, to be honest. Una's kind of enjoying this look of like holding this flaming sword in the talons of this rock, fighting. Okay, she thinks it's cool.
She's living her best life.
Honestly.
Actually, no. If it was an undead rock.
Yeah. Yeah, that would icing on the cake. But she'll go ahead and try to like amputate its leg that's holding her, so that way she'll figure out what to do after she starts plummeting to the ground. Let's see. And being grappled gives me disadvantage, correct?
I don't think so, but I
forget. Being grappled does something to me. Oh, I can just.
You can't move. Your movement speed is 0, and because grappled is always the really disappointing one when I think I've grappled someone. I think
the condition ends. The condition also.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Oh.
You no disadvantage. You're all good.
I thought for some reason I thought grappling gives you disadvantage.
No, grappling is just sad. Like every time I have a character grappled, it turns out that all that means is that I've kept them in melee range.
Whatever you roll, add 5 to it.
Oh, from what?
From the blessing of the stars.
Nice. I still have that?
Well, no, I just gave you the last
me a new
one.
Okay, that would bump me up to a 17 then to hit.
That will hit. That was a very useful 5 there.
Nice. So I will go ahead and do 10 slashing damage. And you will get an extra d6 of fire damage, which comes out to just a 1. So 11 damage total, 1 of which was fire. If that matters.
It's its legs in particular?
Yes, but I'm specifically trying to get it to drop me.
It lets out a loud screech and it lets go of you.
Nice! All right, I'm falling now. That's fun.
You are now falling.
We'll figure that out.
I'm not sure if that helps the situation, but yes, you are.
Skydiving with a flaming sword. Very cool. Is there anything? No, because I used my bonus action. No. Yeah, I'm just falling. Okay, cool.
The rock, sounding unhappy, wheels around and is going to try snatch Aldis. It's going to pick Uno up later. She'll...
Do I have to roll a save?
No, I'm rolling an attack against you, but that is only a 17.
Only. All right.
Only.
So that is. What's the damage?
It's a 7. Oh, your mummy should have got you some better armor as well as a new dress. That would have been a more useful gift. 12, 13, 15, 24.
All right.
Points of slashing damage.
And I'm using my reaction for Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke.
That's a
no, I was expecting,
dex save.
But yes. Dex save. That is
24 damage.
That is a 12.
Oh, you failed.
I failed.
Yeah. All right. Hellish Rebuke. Where did that go? I'll just do that. Oh, that's fun. That is a 39.
39?
Yeah. Yeah, 39. What? Hellish Rebuke. Yeah, 39 fire.
Jesus Christ. So after this thing swoops down, digs its talons into you, and then lets out this anguished screech. As, like, you can watch as it draws back these, like, smoking, smouldering talons, like, the ends melted off. It's, like, singed fire across its feathers, and it swoops on. Sort of, it grabs you with its talons, and it just immediately goes and drops you.
Okay.
And carries on flying away.
This is
nope.
So I'm no longer on the boat.
And you are falling, but the rock looks like it's probably done with this situation. That hurt.
Okay. It's my turn.
Adair! Help!
And it's your turn, Aldis.
All right, I am going to cast Fly on myself. And all of that. I think I have one of the feathers from the rock on me. So
Do burnt feathers count?
they're feathers. So I'm going to cast Fly on myself, and I am going to try to get to Uno before I do anything else. And then after I get Uno, I'm going to get back onto the boat if possible.
Let's say she's only just started falling. You've got 60
feet of movement.
60 feet of movement. I'm gonna say that you can grab Uno.
I'll grab Uno and I'll get us back onto the boat.
And then you grab hold of Uno and sort of bring her up to the boat. Adair, what are you doing?
How far away is the rock?
Not that far away from the boat. It's only currently
I'm pissed. Guiding
about
bolt.
40 feet from you.
I'm pissed. Guiding bolt, 4th level. I rolled the exact same thing. 21.
That'll hit.
That's an awesome. Okay. Now I get to roll some dice.
Now you get to roll some dice. Indeed. All the dice.
28 radiant damage.
This bird really, really picked the wrong people. Let's out another screech. Are you with the movement of the boat? Are you attempting to go after this thing or keep the same distance away from it?
Are they on the boat?
They're on the boat?
Yes.
I will pursue at the maximum speed that I can.
Okay. So you reel it. Essentially, you're sort of catching up to the rock because your boat is fast. I know this boat is fast. It had only just started to flee. It wasted a lot of time trying to snatch warlocks. And as the boat pulls up to the now distressed rock, Uno, it's your turn.
Ooh, Uno honestly is just not going to do anything. she is going to flop onto the ground and just be like, I told your mom I was protecting you, and now I'm falling in the sky and you're saving me. She's just having an exhausted meltdown right now on the deck.
Don't fall off anymore. I can't do this.
I won't. Never in my life will I not be on this boat again.
There's some rope over there, and I am going to drop my... it's not my turn yet. Never mind.
Well, it depends. The rock is trying now to fly away as fast as its vast wings can take it.
Oh, well...
It's up to you lot if you want to attempt to pursue the rock or let it go about the rest of its day.
I will gladly go after it if anybody else wants to.
It's wounded. We don't want it to suffer.
Good. All right. I will throw another Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay. I'm gonna say you can about keep pace with it now. It's absolutely fleeing as you're speeding this boat after.
Okay. So that's +8. So that's 11 + 8. That's 19, and
you have
12
advantage. You have advantage as well. So if you want to try for a nat 20.
Okay.
Yes, you might get a nat 20. I feel
okay. So that's a
with 12 plus is going to hit as well.
That's a 14 and a 13 + 8 each.
Yeah, those will hit. +8, damn.
Yeah.
Lindsay says, look at you also grown up. I remember
Okay,
back
so
when
that's
level 3.
10 plus 4 fire damage, and then a 1 plus 4 fire damage. So that's 19 fire damage. Oh, sorry, not fire damage, blast damage.
Blast
damage. Force,
I
whatever.
was like, hang on, are we on fireballs here? Have you got 2 of them?
No,
You could have gotten away with that. But yeah, this thing is it's not happy and it's trying to get away. Adair, you're also giving pursuit?
Yes. And if it's within 120 feet, I am going to blast it again. Or attempt to blast it again.
It is within 120 feet. It's trying not to be.
That's only a 26. Does that hit?
That'll hit.
I'm getting good rolls. I gotta like act smug about it for once, you know. Is Lance not in the audience?
Don't summon him.
Don't summon.
That's 20 radiant, and whoever attacks next gets advantage again.
And I'm hoping that doesn't count the rock if that attacks next. No.
Attacks the rock next. Sorry.
Yeah, it's glowing, it's flying, and Uno. Unfortunately, it's not in melee range.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Great. Ooh. How far has it gone at this point?
It's about 100 feet ahead of you, although it looks like it's maybe... my map's not big enough.
That's fine. Okay. So Uno will just... She'll still be laying on the deck, and she's kind of just like heaving and very disturbed by falling to the sky. But she'll just kind of like lazily grab the crossbow, and the flames will dissolve from her greatsword. She'll switch for the crossbow and just kind of like lift an arm up, shoot it while laying off the deck. See if she can hit it. Let's
Here
see.
we go. Crossbow disadvantage.
And that's a 7 to hit.
7?
Yep.
With advantage?
No, disadvantage.
Oh, no, cancelled. It cancelled out, so whichever did you roll first.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Yes, well, then I got a 9. So, big improvements.
No.
So, viewers, we would like to start the fund of get Moira some decent dice.
Yes, I'm using the D&D Beyond virtual dice, and they're hurting me. So,
well,
I might grab some of my regular ones.
Despite those crossbow bolts missing, it's beginning to realize that this running away tactic not working too well. So you see as it sort of goes flying forward, it's like stops and wheels around, and as the boat speeds towards it, bringing it back as it starts to swoop down towards the one person it's not tried to grab yet. Adair. And that is a 21 to hit Adair.
And that will hit Adair. Just to be clear, that does hit Adair.
That hits Adair?
That hits Adair.
That is 6. 21 points of slashing damage.
Right.
And it doesn't have any speed left to take you anywhere, but it just plucks you from the chair.
That's a shame.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Does it start with
Sindri,
S?
take the chair.
Okay. And as Adair is plucked from this chair, this large cat sort of springs up from behind the chair as the boat starts to plunge. And roll me your charisma here, Aldis. Let's, as a proxy for having your familiar line for them thing. I knew the day I said that the cat could fly, that the ship was a
That's a
Good thing I
15.
didn't live to regret.
That's a 15.
That's enough. That is enough. The cat is able to maintain a slightly unsteady grip on the ship. It stops falling. And Adair? No, Aldis. Some weird merger. Adair, you're currently grappled. And Aldis, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to again aiming for the wings with my Eldritch Blast. That's 2 4s plus 8, so that's 2 12s.
No.
Nothing.
No. So sorry. It's just very stressful, the situation. Speaking of which, Adair, you've just been grabbed by a rock.
I am going to take what's free of my hands and create my flame blade and take a swing at the bird with it.
All right, so it plucks you up from the deck. You've now got a flaming sword in your hand.
And that is a 19.
19 will hit.
All right. And let's see what we can do here. Ah, that dice died. That is 17 flame damage.
This time, though, this bird is able to hold on. It's still over the boat. It's not dropping you yet. And it's pissed off. This is meant to be a nice light lunch, and it's turned to a whole deal, and it's not happy with this. Not happy at all. And Uno, the bird is, however, currently, before it has time to fly off any further, in melee range of the boat.
Oh, all right.
Back.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and activate my blood curse. Well, how big is this? What is the size classification of the rock?
Gargantuan.
Okay, never mind. That won't work. Let's see.
Sorry. It's really big.
And apparently has a lot of health.
It's really big and really scary. And I haven't ever had a chance to use one before. This is a happy day.
Well, that's what we're trying to give you the most.
I know. See, you thought you could win me over with these charming family scenes and like, oh, we'll take care of each other. It's going to be so lovely. No, I'm going to drop you out of the sky with a giant
I
murder
figured
bird.
you were just trying to help me get her engagement ring, because every woman loves a large rock.
You could melt down the talons.
It's a bad rock pun, and that is even me saying that.
Guys.
All right, Uno. Yeah, sorry.
So I slashed at it with my sword. It doesn't have the right damage because it went away because I grabbed a different weapon. But I got a 28. It was a nat 20.
What? You let us jabber on about rocks through that.
It was a nat 20, and then I rolled for damage, and my dice rolled a 1, a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 4. So I have crit for 11 damage to the rock.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so
I'm gonna get my dice.
yeah. I'm sorry, you are the bearer of the curse tonight. And commiserations. Which brings us to the rock's turn. Totally unimpressed by Uno stabbing it. It is going to take its new little lunch off the front of the boat. Uno, you may have an attack opportunity if you wish. It's just gone out of your range, carrying Adair.
Perfect. I'm going to roll my nice dice. My nice in-person human dice.
Human dice for human hands?
Yes. They're nice little
Oh, they're flesh colored.
yes.
Human dice.
They're pinker in person. They're tourmaline.
Ooh.
Cool, I got a 5. That's fine. That would be a 13 to hit.
No, sadly not.
Cool.
Snatches Adair away from the boat.
It's because I'm wearing the onesie. All my dice are like,
you're on Team Rock.
Yeah.
She's a bird. She can't
Birds
perceive a
represent.
bird. Tragic.
It's
All
going
right.
to try and peck at Adair. Well, attack it with its large, vicious-looking beak. So perhaps a
While
little
it's
more sinister than
flying,
peck.
I am impressed. All right.
It suggests it's got you in its claws. It goes flexible neck. It's
Cool. I'm just like, I'm impressed. I'm just waiting to hear the damage. I'm trying to make it seem like it doesn't bother me.
You're trying to don't.
Trying to be calm, cool, and collected here, as I'm about to get munched.
31 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it lets go of you.
Okay.
And you start to fall.
And I continue to fall.
You continue to fall. Yes. Yeah. No one. So you start to plummet off the side of the boat, and it's Aldis's turn.
I am going to throw Eldritch Blast at it again, and then we'll see what happens right after that. 10 plus 8, and then 8 plus 8.
Yep.
So that's a 16 and
Yep.
18. Fantastic. Eight, 9, 10, wait. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So a total of 14 force.
14 force damage.
And I am still, because those are cantrips, I'm still concentrating on fly, and I think I'm still within the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump off the side of the boat. I'm going to jump off the side of the boat and head for Adair. Try to grab him. I think he's within my...
Yeah, swoop down. You end up
grab him
down.
And bring him back up onto the boat.
There, as he starts falling, you sort of head back. This unsteady. The boat's kind of slowed a little now. Cinder is flying. It's sort of unsteady motion. Adair, what are you doing?
I will let the sword...
I brought us back up onto the boat, so...
Oh, okay. Well, I will let the sword vanish, and I'm going to guiding bolt that sucker again. And that is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
All right, here. Okay. Where's my die? That's 25 radiant damage. Radiant damage.
This thing is really not looking good. It sort of slows now. It's sort of hovering right just off the front of the boat. You see it like catches itself, like using like one claw to like one of these singed, warped claws, like trying to hold itself steady on the front of the boat because it's as like one wing flaps limply. This thing is very much on its last legs now. And Uno, unless Adair, you have anything else?
I was just going to say thank you, Aldis.
Uno, it's your turn.
Okay, so it's still in melee range?
Oh yes, it's like clinging onto the front of the boat now, trying to like keep itself aloft.
Great. I'll go ahead and step forward one and try to attack it again. Flame. And use actual dice this time. Let's see. Nope, that's a 4.
Oh,
Try to hit it again. That's a 13. Yay! Okay, so that one should hit. That would be a 21.
21, yes.
Yay!
That'll hit.
I do some damage.
I thought you meant a 13 total. I was like, oh no, what happened to you?
No.
You used to be so badass.
All right, that was a 1. That was a 3. I do 8 damage to it. Cool.
8 damage.
8 slashing damage.
Not quite enough. This thing is still clinging on as it hauls itself.
That's fine. Didn't think it
onto
would be
the front of the
down.
boat. It takes a slash with its claws towards Uno. That is a 26 to hit. This thing has an absolutely ridiculous addition to it. I thought I'd misread it the first time I read it. The hit, 26 to hit, Uno. Is 10, 19 points of slashing damage. And this time it's not trying to grab you. It's done with that. And it uses its second attack to lunge forwards for Adair. And that, I am presuming, will hit. That is a high and above 20.
Then I am down.
No, to hit.
I know. I will be down. You can't roll less than 1 damage. I will be down.
No, okay. It's 20 points of damage, and yeah, okay. Snatches a chunk of Adair off in its mouth, and its last it's taking you down with it. And Aldis, it's your turn. Adair is down.
Okay, I am going to hit it with a ray of frost. That's a natural 20 plus 8.
Roll all the dice you have handy.
All right, so that's for ray of frost. That's 2d8. That's 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Okay, that's 8 cold damage. And I think that's
just 8?
Yeah.
Total?
Wait, I get to roll it twice?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's 8
double your dice.
plus 9. 8 plus 9.
That is enough.
17.
And as you watch it's frost across it, and then there's just this large frozen rock attached to the front of your boat, like claws dug in, this icy coating over its feathers, almost like a block of ice. And yes, it is dead. Unfortunately, Adair is currently unconscious, and I need a death saving throw from you, please, Adair.
18.
All right, so Adair sort of this frozen weight on the front of the boat, Adair bleeding out on the ground. Uno, do you have anything you can do to resolve this situation?
Yes, I'll go ahead and try to stabilize Adair.
All right. Do you have a spell for this, or is this a classic medicine check?
Just a medical check. That is a 10. Yep, 10 for the medicine check.
Rules on stabilization. Is there a set rule for this? Can anyone remember?
I think there's just a certain DC, right?
Yeah.
I think I've got so used to playing healers, I'm just like,
Yeah, who cares about this stuff, right?
Like medicine? This is a skill you have to learn?
Right. Yeah, no, I think you just set a DC for it. But I got a 10. I don't think that's high enough. So
I don't think that's high enough. Yeah, your arms are now covered in both your blood and Adair's blood.
Gross.
It requires
Like-
a DC 10 check.
Okay.
Oh, beat it.
10 is, thank you.
Nice.
Going for the rules. But yes, Adair is stabilized. The rock is dead. All a good day's work.
Sorry, Dwayne.
What?
Nothing. Bad pun.
Okay. Flew over my head. Like the rock did.
Like the rock.
So he's stabilized, but he isn't awake yet, right?
Nope. Unconscious. Stabilized, but
No,
unconscious.
he's unconscious but stabilized. But you're out of danger for now. Like the threat is over.
Okay. I'm gonna pull I'm gonna turn to Uno. Do you have a potion of healing?
Oh, I do have those. I don't know why I didn't use that. I was my hands are covered in blood. And
apparently there's a chunk missing,
she'll just kind of like get over to her rucksack over on one of the benches. It's like tied down. I'll keep holding the veins closed, I guess. She'll just wait for you to grab the potion.
And I will go and grab it, and I'll grab. You had more than one, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will grab 2, just in case, and I will pour the first one down Adair's throat and see it. Wait a minute to see if it works.
I believe these were just minor potions. I can't remember.
Let me check.
But with some small number of hit points, so I think that's 1d4 plus.
Is it a
4?
single D4?
4. 1d4 plus 4.
That's the usual.
Yeah. As
Yes,
Adair,
I had exactly 2. So
yes, returns
cool.
back
That would get me 6 if I
to consciousness. But you can see above you Uno and Aldis, and behind them this great frozen bird.
Oh, you got it then. Is it still alive or just cold?
It's on ice. No, I think it's dead.
Adair is going to hold out his hand, and a starry chalice is going to appear in his hand. And then he is going to hold it to his lips like he's drinking from it. And let's see, what healing... He's going to conjure a healing spirit next to him on the deck. And just walk into it while he drinks this.
Healing Badger returns.
I see that badger, and I go to make a hug for it. Walk right through it.
Excellent. All right. So that'll be a D6 healing if you want to roll it. I'm still doing math over here, so my brain's a little
I'll leave you
tied
to
up.
1d6.
You hear a slight distressed mule from the chair, and you hear Sindrika to Aldis. Am I supposed to fly this all the rest of the way now?
I will mentally tell her, no, we are just healing from injuries first. Give me a moment. And
sorry, you've got bodies to heal. Some of us just disappear when someone kicks us,
I'm sorry. I'll after I walked through that badger the first time, I will go and I will scooch my way into the chair and then plop Sindri up into my lap as I do that.
Actually, if she does that, I will hand her the chalice, and whatever you rolled on the D6, you also get a D8 plus 4.
Okay, so I got a 2 on the D6, and you said a D8 plus 4?
Yeah.
Wow. The stars are very helpful.
I like the stars. The stars are cool.
Okay, so that's
well,
a
actually,
6.
the stars are very hot. Don't touch the stars, okay?
Too late. Ook.
All right. There we go.
But yeah, you're quite well healed up and refreshed. What are you doing with the giant frozen bird attached to the front of your boat?
Are we flying backwards? Or do you guys want to move it? Or should I just land us so that we can take care of it?
Why don't we go ahead on our way and have a barbecue for dinner?
All right. I will fly.
Waste not, want not.
I will try to fly around the view of the bird because it's on the front with its wings kind of spread out.
Essentially, you have mounted a figurehead, except it's a backwards bird.
No, it's not backwards. It's telling the world what we really think of it.
So, and I
the
will.
mighty figurehead of the Cloudmaiden, the back end of a bird.
Yeah, all right. I will continue flying us forward.
All right. So let's say that this was the last day of your flight out to Pendle Lake. So with the bird still attached to the front of your boat, the Cloudmaiden heads down towards the serene waters of Adair's home. And quite a bit of time has passed since you were last here, when it was sort of late autumn. Now the trees are leaves are starting to come out. There's flowers blooming along the banks. It is a view. They're distracting me. It is a beautiful spring morning, and as you sort of bring your boat down with a kind of unsteady splosh, it's a bit unbalanced at the moment, down into the lake, you can see sort of green leaves on all the trees but one along the bank here. There's one lightning-struck oak tree that's standing on the edge. Not quite coming to leaf yet.
We're here. Aldis, Uno, would you like to meet Mother? All right. So I will escort them.
if you don't mind.
Both. I will escort them both to the tree. This is Mother.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't think I got to meet you last time.
I will dig in my pouch for another seed of whatever kind of seed I can find, because I didn't really plan ahead for this very well. And Druidcraft, I will cause it to sprout and plant it at the base of the tree.
And you can see there's this carpet of flowers probably around the base of this tree. Oh. Different sorts. Perhaps a primrose, maybe?
Sounds good to me.
It's the first flower I could think of.
Works for me. If you could give me a moment, and I will just sit down next to the tree, lean back against it.
I'll go back to the boat and start preparing that rock for food and such.
Uno would join you.
So as Aldis and Una prepare for the largest drumsticks ever seen.
Some of that will be smoked so that it keeps. Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up my speak with plants. That's why I'm staring off into another window here.
I thought you might be.
Uno, do you want this skull? Maybe these claws. We'll skin them, remove all the flesh from them.
I mean, any bones that we want to keep are always cool. You can sell them to the right people. There's a lot of people who really like them. Yeah, I can use the talons.
Okay.
How big are the talons, approximately?
I don't know the wingspan of a rock, so I don't know the talons size. The size of my forearm?
But yeah. I mean, this thing is huge. No, I mean, it's not huge. It's gargantuan.
All right, so yeah,
That's
the
like
one
bigger
the
than
smallest,
huge.
the smallest talon is the size of my forearm to fingertips. You can turn it into a knife.
You could.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep it. It'll fit on the armor somewhere, along with everything else that I've attached lovingly.
You can hollow it out and use it as for daggers and stuff.
That's so cool. I can put my bolts in it actually for the crossbow, and she'll start she'll kind of start whittling at it.
Okay.
All right. So Adair, you speaking with the tree, communing with her,
Hello, Mother.
and with all the plants in the 30-feet area that you can hear. Sort of this, I was reading this over. This little whispering from all the flowers. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hello.
No, I'm talking to her.
And the grass around.
You guys, quiet.
Sorry.
Talking to her. Hello, Mother.
There. My son.
How are you?
I am well. Yes. It's spring, which is nice. How are you?
I'm good. Is there anything I can do for you?
Chase off the squirrels. They're getting a little ticklish.
Right. I will take care of that.
But I don't need for much in life. The sun is shining, there's water in the ground. And no one has attempted to chop me down.
They better not.
They wouldn't dare. How about
Good
you?
Adair. Do you remember the tall one that came with me? The one,
Yes.
black-haired.
Yes.
I've decided to, and we've decided, we're going to get married.
Married. That's the one where they stand under the tree and say a lot of words to each other?
That's the one, yes.
Ah, yes, yes.
Would you like us to stand under your limbs when we do this?
Well, I don't. I'm going to be honest and say that I'm still a little unsure as to the significance of this. But if it's important to you, look, I would like to be there, and I can only be here.
We'll make it work then. I'm sure she would
And you
insist
can
on it
explain
anyway.
to me what it really means. Human things, I see a lot and I hear a lot, but some things I'm still, even after all this time, working out. Life as a tree is very different.
I don't fully understand it myself, but it's the thing to do when you want to spend time with someone and basically commit yourselves to them.
I must say, it's very nice that you can finally hear me. I've been trying to talk to you for years, and you just doesn't seem to go in.
It was you remember the guy with the mulligan?
Yes. He
He
came back
understand.
through. We had a nice chat. Yes.
Oh, good. How is he?
Oh, he's fine. He's very much concerned with matters of fungus, though, which I don't feel is quite proper.
Yes, well, he left us
They're
in the middle
useful
of battle,
things,
so I was hoping he was okay.
Yes.
I wasn't sure.
No, he's fine. But
my friend had her brain eaten out after that battle, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
but that's okay. She came back.
She grew a new one. That's good.
Yes. Well, if there's nothing more I can do for you, I will take care of the squirrel problem.
Is there anything I can do for you?
It's just enough for me to know that you're here.
And I will be for a very long while yet.
I certainly hope so, because apparently the gods that don't exist hear me say stuff like this and then decide to rip my heart out. But we'll hope that the great voice in the sky is not
I
listening
have no
this time.
heart, so I should be safe, dear. And I've heard the gods. You know what they say about the gods? They really like trees.
That's because they're smart. And I will actually lean in, hug, and give the tree a kiss. Take care, Mother.
I shall.
And then I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, and I am going to yell at the squirrels and tell them what kind of trouble they're going to be in if they ever mess with this tree.
Make me either an animal handling or intimidation with advantage. There.
Probably do better at animal handling, I think. So
I'll leave you a choice.
That's a 21.
The squirrels depart rapidly.
I would like to use Druidcraft as a last thing to do anything I can to heal, help growth, anything I can on the old tree.
Yeah, sort of satisfied rustle through the branches. And by now there's a smell in the air. It's just this delicious scent of roasting rock.
Tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken. Doesn't everything, especially giant birds.
I will look at the feathers and say, this would make a really lovely cloak. There's some really beautiful feathers here. We should save them. I'm sure someone in your family will like them, Aldis.
Oh, yes. I've already started a pile. I've already started a pile right there on the boat.
And the back half of the boat is this vast pile of giant feathers. And so, yes, you can feast till you are beyond full on rock meat. You can spend time smoking it. You can relax on the sunlight of Pendle Lake under the careful and loving watch of Adair's mother, until the time is for you, your rock talons, and your vast amount of feathers to head back towards Ulfborg to collect the others. And I think we were going to pick up next week with not next week, next session, with a quick summary of hopefully we'll have Torvald and Cressara back. We kind of go, what have you been up to? And then pick up with you guys returning with just a shitload of feathers. No explanation.
They will be nicely bundled. Aldis will take the time to nicely bundle them so they don't fly away. They're tied down in some of Amalia's nets.
We can make like hammocks out of them.
I was just
bundle them up and then hammock it and just lay on it
across the whole of the land. Just people looking up to the sky. But Aldis is too sensible.
Now I want to take the talons and hook them onto the back side of the ship and put the beak off the front.
Do it. You can. With the exception of one of the talons, because I gave a good one to Uno for her stuff.
You may do so if you wish, yes. No. You have, some time to think exactly how you want to distribute rock parts around your boat. Because we are having a 3-week break from Isfjell after this week. And then in 3 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time, we will be after the break. This is why I outsourced this to Moira. She'll be out with you with the correct timings shortly. And after the break, we will be returning for what will be the final arc, season, whatever you want to call it, the final adventure of Isfjell, which will hopefully see the grand conclusion of all this mess as we head out into the Fire Islands, to the realm infested with dragons, ancient magic, and hellhounds have been discussed as well, to seek a fragment of the glass wand against the forces of other people who are hunting it as well. You do know that Venli is out there with schemes of her own. Venli Nine Fingers.
Every time.
And perhaps more distant forces drawn by all this attention, both in Fae and beyond the stars. There are things stirring out there, and as we go into what hopes to be a grand conclusion to Isfjell, I hope that people will join us to witness whatever the hell is going to happen. And then, well, beyond that, all I'm going to say is watch this space, because we are not going away. Other things will be coming.
Okay.
Now,
we'll be back on March. We'll be back on March 13th, by the way. Pretty much an exact month from today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was like, I could open the calendar, but I can't actually find any of my desktop icons at the moment. So I was like, it just vanished.
Yeah, March 13th. But there will be Blades in the Dark on February 27th during this time.
Yes. Slot. Yeah. And we've got a next big score after. I think last time they tried to lasso ghosts and whilst breaking into the house of the Dimmer sisters. Now they're expanding their territory and taking on a more ambitious job. Hopefully involve less ghosts than the previous one, but we'll wait and see. Any other announcements, Moira?
As usual, thank you for watching. We really appreciate that you guys enjoy what we do, because we're just doing it for the love of it. So the fact that we can share it with people and they like it is really awesome. So we're really excited to kind of end our Isfjell arc and start something new that should be just as fun and exciting for both the viewers and the players. So that'll be really cool. Definitely stay tuned. Who knows? It'll probably be a whole other system. In fact, it'll almost definitely be a whole other system. So really excited to explore that. And just kind of as an early shout out, I believe we will be hoping to expand our cast a little bit so that way we have a bit more of a rotating schedule. So if anyone really enjoys what we do in this group of people and you're interested in playing with us, be sure to join the Discord. Not just for this, but for any game. We have casting calls all the time. There's a lot of places where you can just kind of join, hang out, community, vent, post pictures of food, post pictures of pets, all sorts of stuff. So definitely join the Discord to get the most updated information about any casting, streams, and just to meet people, hang out, and play role-playing games. Other than that, I know for this upcoming week, I believe we have Windy City tomorrow. Yes. So Vampire Windy City will be tomorrow at the time that it usually is at, which is
5 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Eastern. There it is.
I was going to say midnight. I know it's midnight, but then I was like, I don't know what it is in your time. Midnight seems so much more vampiric, I think, than 5 p.m. So
you know. So that'll be at 5 Eastern. So definitely tune in for that. On Monday, we'll be continuing at 8 p.m. Eastern, hosting on this channel, but actually over on the Onyx Pack Publishing channel, Stuffed, which is a game that our very own Tam in this party runs, and it is fantastic. It's a Call of Cthulhu, not Call of Cthulhu, World. My brain's broken today. I'm gone.
Hunter the Vigil.
Hunter the Vigil. That's what it is. I was trying to say Chronicles of Darkness. But it's super cool. We've been officially outfitted. My character personally that I play has a stick now. So definitely check that out and see what happens to that stick. And whether or not it actually comes in handy or is just a stick.
And that's a wooden steak, not a beef steak, just to be clear.
Yes. So,
But I'm hungry.
hungry for fluff. So definitely check that out. It's been very crazy and kooky, as you can tell based on our laughter. Stuffed animals have kind of just gone crazy, and we're dealing with it. So definitely check that out. And then, is there going to be Haunted Chronicles on Tuesday?
I hope so.
Yay!
That's my intent.
Awesome. So that'll also
as far
be
as I know, yes.
I plan on being there.
That's great. So then on Tuesday we'll have that usual gang. They've transported time, and they're dealing with
they are in the Qin dynasty of China, and
yes,
they are just finding out what kind of evil the bad guy is up to.
Ooh, so that's super exciting. Definitely join that. And then Wednesday there is Wraith, also at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And what's going on in Wraith right
now? Everybody's dead.
Bunch of sadness. Yeah, a bunch of death, bunch of sadness. The usual. And then I think for the most part that settles it. I don't think there's a ton of other stuff going on beyond that, but that's already still a lot of stuff. And if you want to catch up on any of those, rewatch episodes, laugh, cry, somewhere in between, you can also go ahead and subscribe to the various YouTube channels that we have floating around. We've got a primary McStabber Studios YouTube channel, as well as one separately for Isfjell and one separately for Haunted Chronicles. So be sure to check those out. Thanks to the subs and following that we have, we were able to do a giveaway for those channels. So we appreciate your continued support and hope to do even more to give back for the community that supports us, especially since any donations that you provide during stream go directly to the players. So very much appreciated to the community that we have. And that, I think that's it. And then if that's still not enough content for you, we also have a bunch of people that we like to cherish and love and support, such as like Sylvanov, all those fun people. They've got a bunch of stuff going on their channels too. So all sorts of content, all sorts of community that you can get involved in all week, all year, not all day, but typically around the nighttime of the day. Well, technically all day with the
and the Discord server, we almost have it rolling 24 hours.
Very true, very true.
Us in Europe get up early enough to catch the tail end of the Americans going to bed.
Definitely.
Yeah, and if you wish to watch all that, please let me know how you found all these extra days in the week, because I would like them for running games.
Yes, most definitely.
All right, well, I think that is goodbye from us for a while. We will be back.